What's up? You're in the Beat Sessions. I'm your host, Mitchell Weary. Buckcherry are back with their brand of good old-fashioned rock and roll and a brand new album called Hellbound, and they released that on June 25th. This is the band's ninth studio record. It is their follow-up to 2019's Warpaint, and no surprises here. It's what I love about Buckcherry. They have delivered on a solid formula of guitar, bass, drums, and Josh Todd's big soaring vocals for 25 years now. If it's not broken, why fix it? You know, we're not here to save the world. We're not here to cure cancer or kiss babies, pry our third eye open, have an otherworldly experience. We're here to crack a few cold ones, rock out, and have a damn good time in the process of doing it. And these guys have never compromised on that. So kudos to Buckcherry for still doing your thing and doing it well. I mean, there's a lot of people arguing that this is their best record to date. I don't really know. I'm not that familiar with their catalog in its entirety, but I know that I've always just enjoyed their straightforward classic brand of rock and roll. Especially in a time, you know, their debut record dropped in 1999. It's funny talking about Eve 6 earlier this week as well. They came out at a time during a post-grunge pop-punk movement in rock and roll that just was kind of garbage. I think we can all agree on that. It was not a great time for rock and roll music. And even then still, as I do believe music is, you know, it goes through its waves. It has its good times and its bad times. You feel, you know, there's a big electronic influence still in a lot of rock and roll these days. And I think it's why Buckcherry is able to do their thing and continue to thrive. I mean, they still sell a lot of records. They still, you know, deliver at a lot of shows, tour a bunch. I think they're out on tour right now, actually, at the moment. So it's, I mean, again, like I love bands like this that continue to persevere because the world needs this good old-fashioned style of rock and roll. I'm talking about Aerosmith, Motley Crue, AC/DC. If you want to think of, you know, something newer, a little Stone Temple Pilots, I can't get enough of it. And they're not shy about the influence either. You know, it's Josh Todd is basically the de facto leader of this band. At this point, is the only original member that still remains. And so I feel like with lineup changes, it's tough to develop chemistry. You know, there's nothing too progressive or too insane on these songs. They're just good. The energy is great on them. They're fun to listen to, starting with 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, the album opener. Super fast-paced, high energy, got a bit of a Motorhead feel, kind of a punk rock feel to it. I think it's a great way to kick this thing off. So Hot is your second track. As it would sound like, you know, it's kind of a mix of Zeppelin's Immigrant Song and then Give Me Anything Motley Crue. Throw them together. What do you got? So Hot. It's a great track. I love the energy in it. Leads into the title track, Hellbound, which no shame in having a direct AC/DC feel to it. It might even be the band's version of Highway to Hell. I think it's just safe to call it that. It doesn't make it bad. It doesn't make it cheesy. The song absolutely rocks. Leads into Gun, which showing off some of that bluesy rock style, incorporate a bit of harmonica in there, kind of reminds me a bit of Aerosmith. Just dig kind of the unique nature of all these tracks as well. They all still sound like Buckcherry tracks, despite having very obvious influences. Wasting No More Time, moving down this thing a little bit, it reminds me of 18 by Alice Cooper a little bit. Your sixth track, Here I Come, is a great way to kick off the B-side, kick the energy up, because No More Lies, your fifth track, kind of tones the A-side down a little bit. I mean, the album moves very nicely. It has very nice continuity. You get a little balladry as well, as you might expect from a good rock band. The Way, nice piano opener, and then the track builds beautifully. And this thing closes out with the track Barricade. It's pretty damn rockin' record. A lot of fun to listen to. Might be great to just throw it on at the pool party, see what your friends think, surprise them a little bit. Everybody likes rock and roll. I don't care what they say. Everybody wants to rock. And this is the album to do it to this summer. I'm going to vinyl please it. I hope you all enjoy it. Hope you find this review helpful. Share it, like it. Check out the live show on Sunday nights and subscribe to the channel. And we will see you next time on the Beat Sessions.